Good morning, good afternoon. Before we start this lesson, I need you to pause and I need you to plot the following points. C is at 6, -5. M is at 4, -9. And S is at 2, -3. All three of those points are in quadrant 4. Stop this video and plot your pre-image. Okay, now that you have plotted your pre-image, we want to talk about rotations. So if we were to rotate about the origin, which is 0, 0, clockwise would move to the right and counterclockwise would move to the left. So since we don't have patty paper, we're going to have to turn the paper. So for example, my directions or my mapping notations tells me I want to turn 90 degrees clockwise. So that means I'm going to turn to my right. Now, what I also need to remember when I do that is that one turn is 90 degrees, 2 turns is 180 degrees, and 3 turns is 270 degrees. So with the mapping notation of 90 degrees clockwise, that's 1 turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to turn it to the right 1 time. Okay, so that's 1 turn. Because remember, about the origin is quadrant to quadrant. So then if I look at this again, I notice that my triangle is now sitting in quadrant 3. So I'm going to take my sticky note and I'm going to write the points of where it moved to. So S now sits at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, so it sits at -3, -2. C sits at 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5, -6. And M sits at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, -9, -4. So if I were to look at where I started and a 90-degree turn, this is where my points would be at 90 degrees. So notice that C is at 6, -5 in the pre-image. But when I rotated it 90 degrees clockwise, it is at -5, -6. And so as you can see, X and Y flipped, and then the signs correspond to the quadrant.